here, welcome. My name is Asia, pleased to make your acquaintance. In today's video, I'm talking about how to really start your spiritual journey, on how to be more spiritual or how to add spirituality into your day-to-day life. So let's get into this video. First of all, I want you to drop all expectations. You should not go into this expecting anything. Everybody will have goals, of course. You can have desires, you can have things you would like to learn and accomplish, but I do not want you to expect anything, and I want you to take all judgment, all speculation, and all assumptions out of your journey right now. So I'm gonna give you a few seconds to do that. All right, so now that that is out of the way and you have dropped all expectations, understand that we are all spiritual beings living a human existence. You are energy. We are light beings. Everything in this world is energy. You have to have that basic understanding that nothing is outside of your reach. Nothing. You have all the answers. You are your favorite teacher. You are your best master. Everybody's journey here is different. We are all here to have different desires. We're all here to learn different lessons. In this incarnation, you are here to experience something different, to learn something different, to teach something. And you might not know what it is right now. You might not even understand what it is in the next few months. But understanding that and opening yourself up and releasing assumptions, releasing expectations, releasing conditions, and being open and willing to learn something new and not compare yourself to the next person and not want to be on someone else's journey. My journey is going to be completely different from your journey. What you learn is going to be completely different than what I learned. But everybody's journey is valid. It is special and it is important. Now, let's understand what a spiritual journey really is. Spiritual journey is different from religion. And not to say that it is separate, it is different. You can have it is raining today. I love it. Cleanse me. Not to say that it is separate, it is just different. When you have a spiritual journey, you're understanding yourself as spirit. You're understanding that you are energy, you in the universe, you and your God, you in the divine, you and your ancestors. Whatever your belief system is, they are not separate. You and the energy work in harmony because everything is, again, what? Energy. When you are energy and you understand that the universe is just energy and it is malleable and everything is interchangeable, things are changeable, situations are changeable. Everything that's happening to you is happening because it's best to serve you. It's what needed to happen for you to learn something. It's what needed to happen for you to blossom, for you to grow, for you to evolve. Once you understand that everything that's happening to you is happening because of you, it's what you have manifested through. It is what your thoughts is. Everything starts as a thought. Once you have that thought, you put it onto paper. That makes it physical because we live in a physical, condensed plane. Once you understand that everything is physical, you get it onto paper, then you say it out loud to take action and to take control of it. This is all just forms of manifestation, forms of you working with the universe, forms with working with the divine and your spirit guides and your angels and everything like that. They are working all in harmony. You are working for the best you, to serve your best interest. So you have to pay attention to you and what's going on with you and not compare your journey to somebody else's. And you do not need fancy tools. You do not need gadgets. You do not need crystals. You do not need incense. You do not need essential oils. You don't need flowers. You don't need any of these things that you've seen people use, and you know that these things go along with the practices. And that is, yes, correct, fair assumption. But it starts with you. Being a witch, I understand that the mystical properties start with me. I have the power within me. It starts with me because we are energy beings. Meditation is getting ahead of myself. Everything that happens from energy, and I'm gonna say this a lot because it is a concept we have to grasp. And once you grasp it on an intellectual level, then you must experience it. And once you experience it, I think you'll understand why I keep mentioning it. Understanding that what you surround yourself with, how you present yourself, is a part of your spiritual journey. This is not the first one that you've had, I'm sure. This is, again, an incarnation of yourself, incarnation of your soul, incarnation of your spirit. You are just going, once this body dissolves, it is just hosting your spirit for right now. This is your place of residence. This is who I am right now. This is what I'm presenting into the world because this is what my influence and my impact needs to be right now. this is the body I need to have right now to experience and learn the lessons that I needed to learn. Once this body is stripped, I'll go to another body and learn that lesson and learn what I need to learn then and in that spiritual time. But it's all about divine timing. And right now you have to look within yourself to see what you need to learn right now at this point. You're gonna have multiple spiritual awakenings. You're gonna have multiple spiritual times to get connected and multiple spiritual growth happen over the years. Like, your learnings right now are completely different because if you're new and you're starting, you're learning a lot of different things. There's a lot of different mechanisms going on, but starting within is the most important. Now, first of all, when we're talking about starting your spiritual journey, you have to understand that spirituality is different than religion. Not to say that it is separate, it is just different. Religion is separate from spirituality because religion, defined as, it means you're celebrating, worshiping, or giving thanks to this God, specific God, or following the rules under this religion, okay? Spirituality is understanding that you are spirit, understanding that you are energy, getting in touch with your spirit and your soul. You are connecting to your spirit, understanding that you and the universe, you and God, you and the divine, or whatever you're connecting with, whatever your belief system is, they are not separate. They are not two different entities. They are working together in harmony because they are both energy. We are energy beings. We are spiritual beings. We are immortal soul beings having a human experience. Everything that happens serves you. It's to get you to where you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be. More importantly, we have to trust our spirit because we're the one that's making these things happen. I hope this is making okay. And when you're starting, it's really easy to get caught up in like, what should I learn? Where should I start? What should I do? The first thing you should start off with is meditation. You should start with meditation, and the next video that's coming out after this one is really how to start meditating properly and how to really release what your expectations and what really meditation is. So subscribe so you can stay tuned for that because that's the video coming out after this one. But you have to start with meditation. Meditation is a place for stillness, mindfulness, a place to get in touch with yourself, to think clearly, to access memories. You can do so much through just the meditative process and getting yourself to a meditative state. And really meditating, in all honesty, is just getting yourself to relax, to be in a relaxed, mindful, clear state, a state that's anxiety free, stress free, a place where you can just really get in tune and spend quiet time with yourself. It's a place to be in the present moment and live in the present moment. When you're manifesting things and getting into the law of attraction, it's really about being and talking in the present moment. Just not even this week, in the last 3 days alone, there has been so many life-altering and life-changing things for the better because I've been putting myself and paying more attention to my present moment, to being in tune with myself, going on my intuition, boosting my intuition. There are just so many things that you can do once you master the power behind yourself. And that starts, again, with meditation. Figuring out what you gravitate towards. There are so many different tools like divination, witchcraft, different paganism traditions. There are so many different Buddhism. There are so many different branches of spirituality and things that really help you get in touch with your higher self and your divine. When you figure out what resonates with you, don't force anything. Everybody's journey is different. You might have started this journey because of a friend, because they've sparked something in you, but you might not like read tarot. That might not resonate with you like astrology. That might not resonate with you like quantum physics. That might not resonate the same with you like crystals. There's or Reiki work. There's a lot of different branches, and you need to figure out what resonates with you, or none of this can resonate with you, and you can just like tuning in with yourself. You can like work actively to create a better you. You can work actively to make sure you are vibrating at the highest vibration to give yourself the best experience here while you're here, right? But it is, when I'm saying that it is different from religion, that does not necessarily mean that it is separate. There are a lot of spiritualistic religious people. There are people that get in touch with God and have a higher sense of spirituality and a higher consciousness with their God. They can be cohesive, but they do not have to be. And there are just as effective ways to practice without having a guide to practice to. And the number one expectation of spiritualistic people or people that are practicing spirituality is that because spirituality is defined as getting in touch with your spirit and your soul and your higher self and not being so concerned with the physical and the material, people think that they cannot have worldly desires. You are going to have worldly and materialistic desires. There are so many, like people in Taurus, they like materialistic things. Capricorns like materialistic things. You are here in this human experience to have human desires, to have human emotions. If you didn't, you would not be having a human experience. Do not think that you're not allowed to get angry. Don't think you're not allowed to get frustrated. You're going to have negative thoughts. You're going to sometimes have negative reactions. It's about how you react to it. It's about how you quickly respond to it. It's about how you quickly work to change it and try to be conscious of it all the time. You're going to have mistakes. There are things that you're going to slip up. We're having a human experience, but getting in touch and understanding your energy and your purpose really helps you not be so wrapped up in your ego. And that's the main thing about understanding spirituality, is releasing your ego. Things come so much better and so much easier to you when you release your ego. And obviously that's a work in progress. I am a work in progress. Nobody is perfect. But once you release this branch of consciousness and release yourself to that extent, and you understand that and you've experienced this, you will understand and want to release and want to learn more and not be so wrapped up in things that were prioritizing your life before. And I'm doing this, and my platform is really because I have experienced so much and I have learned so much literally within the last 4 to 5 years. My whole reality has shifted, my whole reality has changed. And then even in those 5 years, in the last 18 months or so, my reality has shifted again. My whole mindset has changed and flipped, and I want to share what I've learned and what I've experienced with you as I experience them, so that everyone can experience this, because I think everyone deserves to. Ooh, had to adjust my crystals. I got some crystals in that I have started carrying around with me. They make me feel so good recently, but they were making in my positioning, I was uncomfortable. So I had to change around. But as I mentioned earlier, this is really a way for you to figure out what resonates with you and what you really enjoy and things that really make you feel your best. It gives you a structure that you've created, and it's not people telling you what you should do and how you should live. And I think that that's best done when you figure it out yourself. I'm not a big person on having people read my chart. I don't let other people read my cards. Never. I've never had somebody else pull my tarot cards. Never had somebody else read my birth chart. I don't really like having people tell me what's going to happen for me. You have to figure out what resonates with you. If you like having other people read your cards, have them read your cards. I'm going to start reading cards for people very soon, but you have to be able to find things that resonate with you and find things that you trust, and you can put your trust and your faith and your belief in. And that means experimenting, trying different things, learning towards and leaning towards what resonates with you. I cannot stress that enough, because people get caught up in what they see is going on right now, like reading tarot, crystal balls, alchemy, or like astrology. There are a lot of different things that you can do, but you have to figure out what resonates with you, and that's the only way your journey is going to be successful, because it again is your journey. You have to practice. You have to put your words into gear. You have to stop the mindset of saying something and not following through. If you're saying you're going to meditate, because nothing in your life is going to shift unless you start to shift it. It is a harmony working. The universe is going to keep putting out those gears, keep putting out those feelers. And if you're not doing what you're actively supposed to do to get this thing that you said that you want, to feel this way that you say that you want, and even if that is being fulfilled, being happy, and being content with your life, if you're not doing that, like in your career, if you're not doing that in the people that you're around, if you're not making sure that you feel your best and doing things that make you feel like your best you, how you imagine you will be at your best self, if you're not doing active things to put that into work, what are you going to achieve? What are you going to do? And I know that's easier said than done, and I know that that's very hard to do and very hard to push out. You have to really do that. Once you're at that place where you're understanding that you are connected, you are the pure light being, you are the pure energy making these things happen in your life, that shift will happen. And once that shift happens, your day-to-day life, your priorities will shift. And the next thing in my day after I meditate is I really make sure to give gratitude to the universe. I have really been lately getting into the habit of thanking the universe, thanking myself, thanking everything, and just being so happy and so grateful for what I have, what I've been, where I've been, and everything I've accomplished, and what I've done for myself and who I am. So I've been setting the intention to do so. I've been setting the intention to be happy. I've been setting the intention to show gratitude and pray and do and implement some things in my life that really have been changing my life for the better. That was just a mind shift. That was me telling myself that I'm gonna do this, and I did that. That was me setting the intention to do that. And you might not think that is that simple, but I promise you it is. Make sure to set that intention and follow through with that intention. Would I like to sleep till 7 and not get up at 6:20 so I can meditate? Absolutely. But do I feel so much better after I've gotten up at 6:20 and meditated for that 40 minutes? Absolutely. I mentioned earlier practicing. So I do pull tarot. I do practice with my cards almost daily now. I do work with crystals, as we saw earlier, my 3 crystals that I have in my pocket right now. I'm really working with my natural gifts and my natural intuitive powers, my gift as an empath. Got out of my head and really let myself do what I'm gonna do and let myself be what I feel like I should. My life changed, and that simply helped my spirituality, because now I'm more in contact with my soul, with my spirit, and what I feel on the inside. I feel so much more fulfilled, and being more fulfilled brings fulfillment into your life. It's a process every day. It's a work in progress every day. But every day I put that fulfillment into work. I put that intention into action. Once I release my ego and let myself into transcendence, let my self-actualization fluster into transcendence, and really got into my higher consciousness, and I'm trying to actively contact my higher consciousness, that gets me into a place of stillness, mindfulness, understanding that I need to be in the present moment, clarity, and all of this. I would not have had the motivation and the intention and any of that before, but now I am a completely different human being, and that is simply from accessing myself. Now, I'm sure I've missed some things, but I feel like that's everything that I have for you guys today. If I've missed anything, or you want me to touch on some more topics or some more subjects, please leave them in the comments down below. I know I'm missing some things like raising vibrations, manifesting, putting magic in your everyday routine, and just things of that sort. And I know that they will be very long topics to just all include in this one video. So if any of them resonated with you, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below, because of course I will touch on those topics. But be sure to give me a big thumbs up down below if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell icon so you get notified every single time I post. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.